The Purple Line is a 16-mile light rail transit project that will connect New Carlton to Bethesda, passing through communities of Riverdale, College Park, Lenny Park, Silver Spring, and Bethesda. It is a needed project, but will it deliver on its promise? Will the people who live there benefit from the Purple Line?
Here in Langley Park, there are many immigrants who suffer because of the lack of work, of medical care, and inadequate economic and educational opportunities. Many of them have already been displaced from their countries of origins by war and abject poverty. Thousands of fathers and mothers of families that live in this area work very hard to provide for their children. However, the Purple Line that is going to be built here could result in thousands of working, low-income residents being priced out of their homes and neighborhoods because of higher rents. How many people will be displaced? How many families will be left out homeless on the street? How many children will fall much deeper into poverty?
The Purple Line promises to bring a number of benefits to the region, such as easier mass transit across Prince George's and Montgomery County, cleaner environment, and economic development. However, without a meaningful broad-based community participation in the process, the Purple Line may not deliver on its promise. Given the lack of adequate public policies to protect and develop quality, affordable housing, thousands of struggling low-income families that live in the Purple Line corridor could be priced out of their homes and neighborhoods. Culturally rich and diverse immigrant and minority communities that dot the Purple Line's corridor could be displaced. Entire faith communities, such as our Catholic community of Lenny Park, may disappear.
There are over 45 countries represented in this area, which speak over 25 languages as well. And there's over 250 small businesses that are complementary to the community that lives here. Benefits is that it's transportation. It's going to link the community up to greater economic opportunities. People will be able to get to their health services, their child care services, to employment services.
La comunidad que vive aquí, que va a ser desplazada.
Hay más de 30,000 personas que pueden ser desalojadas de sus viviendas.
Me preocupan también los negocios porque sé que si la gente que vive en esta comunidad se va a ir de acá, los negocios pequeños de nuestra comunidad que han nacido con mucho esfuerzo se van a terminar.
The concerns are the loss of affordable housing, so the rapid increase in rent, one. The pedestrian safety, we're a walkable community. Another one will be the loss of businesses that will occur. How can they survive? With transportation, we've seen on a national level that when you get new transportation, nice and trendy transportation, you will have development, and that development will likely be high-rise or mixed-use development. So it really puts them at a very vulnerable state. Families, foreign-born, non-English speakers, lower-income families, they will not be able to stay in their current community.
I love Lenny Park because I have fun here and I visit my friends.
Me encanta la línea morada, algo que nos va a traer un buen beneficio. Pero me preocupa porque la línea morada también nos trae muchas situaciones difíciles donde vamos a ver familias desplazadas.
So every Sunday, hundreds of people from Lenny Park area gather here. This is their spiritual home for the Catholic community, and they worship God. They celebrate the presence of God in their lives and in the lives of their children. And spirituality is part of their daily life. They come to worship, and the music and the devotion of the people is just amazing. The lives of these people and hundreds of more will be profoundly impacted by the Purple Line. What kind of future will these children have? Pope Francis inspires and challenges us with his words, with his message. He says, "There is an inseparable bond between our faith and the poor. May we never abandon them." Let's make sure that the development does not happen on the back of the vulnerable working families. Recently, a group of about 40 Catholic leaders, many of them priests, one bishop, deacons, wrote a letter expressing very serious concerns about the impact of Purple Line, expressing concerns about gentrification, about displacement, and expressing support for Purple Line Compact.
It is a Purple Line Compact for all the corridors. So all of the communities, the lower income and the minority communities, will be highlighted. In essence, it's a strategic written document that really puts all of these solutions together, focusing on the priority areas. If we can do the Purple Line right, it's already amazing with it being light rail. So if we can bring in the equity and be amazing for the people, we can really create a new way of doing development for all of Maryland. We support the Purple Line. We've supported the Purple Line from the beginning when it was just an idea. What we're doing is bringing in the people's issues to the Purple Line. So the fact that the Purple Line's coming, it's a great thing. However, it won't be a great thing if the people that it's supposed to benefit isn't there to benefit.
I'm convinced that this is a moment of grace for us. The state of Maryland is investing over $1 billion of public funds in the Purple Line. Let us make sure that this investment benefits not just a few, but all people who live along the Purple Line corridor and protects the most vulnerable among us. We need your help to advocate to county and state officials to leverage state investments in the Purple Line to ensure equitable development plan.
It'll be devastating, the impact, if we're not proactive and we do something. We see gentrification and this displacement, and we always say, oh, remember that community. We wish we could have done something. We can do something. We can be proactive. We can raise these issues. We can provide solutions. If we wait till the Purple Line comes, we will be reflecting on the wonderful culture that lived here and wondering, oh, remember when Woodlands was here? Remember when Tiffin was here? Remember when that pupuseria was here? That's what we'll be saying in 5 years if we don't do something now.